Okay, as you see, we have one potato. This is 200 grams. But if you look for a bacon potato, then you can pick one up for 25 pence, which will probably be bigger than this if you select the right one. So we have 200 grams of potato. We are going to cook this in the microwave. So what we have to do is we have to take a fork and prod through the skin all the way around the potato. This is because of the build-up of pressure within the potato. As it is cooking, the water inside expands and then it can make it blow up and make a big pile of mash all over the side of your microwave. So now we will run this under the tap. Now water is what gets accelerated and what makes the heat that helps cooking. So we're now going to put this on this plate and we're going to put it in the microwave. Because this isn't very big, we're going to give it 3 minutes. Then we're going to take the fork and push it in and see if it's cooked. If it's not, we'll turn it over and give it another 3. Now I would just use ordinary baked beans, but this morning I opened a tin of beans and sausages and I kept half. Now if you take it, this tin is 420, I've used half, so that's 220 left. So with the potato 200 and these beans and sausages at 200, that is a 420 gram meal. And let's see if we can see we've got the standard nutrients listed. So this is a 50 pence can, so we're using half, which means that's 25 pence. 25 pence for your potato. That is a grand total of 50 pence to make this meal. Of course, if you're using a full tin of just baked beans, you can get for 28 pence. Then you could do 2 or 3 potatoes. My potatoes weren't 25 pence, they were the bag of 4 for 55 pence, which means mine are far cheaper, but I have given a price for what is the standard price for a potato. So what we will do is we will cook that, then we will see what it's like, and we might put it in the oven to brown off the skin while we put our baked beans onto that dish and put them into the microwave for a couple of minutes. So with that, we can come back when this is finished beeping. Okay, we've actually given it 4 minutes and we have turned it and it is very, very hot. What do you expect? It's been in the mic. So we might have to have a hand, and which way we'll cut it this side. Put in the fork. I will put the knife in and run down. Slightly open it. I have a little bit of just margarine. Now we'll transfer this onto our oven grill. Then we'll put this into the oven. Okay, as you hear, it is now in the oven. We're going to give it a couple of minutes just to firm up and brown off the thing. So we'll empty our 420 grams of beans and sausages into here. This will only take about 1 or 2 minutes in the microwave. So I'm just going to cut the sausages into little coin shapes. just so I can spread over the potato more. As I said, I had the other half of this morning with my breakfast. So that will go on the top of the potato. We'll leave it in there until we are ready. We can get rid of the tin, now empty. So yep, these are the cheap Aldi. Lidl do have some that are very similar, and they're 50p a can. So you're going to have beans and sauce. If you just want beans, then that's 28p a can. Half a can would be 14p, plus the 25p for the big potato, if you can pick a nice large one. So therefore that would be 39p. So yeah, really cheap 400g meal. So now we wait until both are done and then we can put it out. So until then we'll wait and come back at that point.
Fantastic.
So we now have it all on the plate, as you see. I've forked up the potato a little,
not too bad.
so you can see it is soft and fluffy, and the beans and the sausages.
I might have my tea leaves tonight and show you guys.
So yep, this is
subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, which should be very, very close to 30,000.
This is a 420g meal for a ridiculous 50p. So how simple is that, and how easy is that to make? I've just shown you all the process for doing it. So I am going to go off and have this, and I will see you on the next video. So bye for now.